I sound so good. Thank you so much, Clover. Audio sounds great. That's awesome. So people voted that I was going to do a Gattai. And it is the November 2022 Gattai by Clover. Um, I'm thank you so much, Dreaming Librarian, the MB Vixen. I'm glad that the audio issues have been resolved. Oh, Clover, thank you so much. I am Kodra. I stream at twitch.tv/Kodra22, mostly on Mondays, and once a month I get the distinct honor of solving Clover's monthly Sudoku drops. And I do those live, and I like to explain the logic that I'm seeing as things come in. And I am like you just got to see two of the world's absolute best Sudoku solvers solve a whole bunch of really hard problems, and I am here to also be someone who solves Sudoku of a much lower quality. So thank you for hanging with us. Just a reminder that we are doing a donation fundraiser right now. We are donating to we have exceeded our original goal of $3,000. So we are now in the process of adding a stretch goal to get a scholarship program for students to be able to attend SudokuCon, which we're really excited about. I am going to be solving this Gattai, which has fairly simple rules, but it's if you haven't solved a Gattai, they're large chunkin' boys. And I will be spending probably the rest of my block doing this. Um, I do want to call out that. Oh, thank you so much. It's Stark Jr. I do want to call out. We had a donation in the at the end of the last block, which was, as I figured this out, we had a donation from Wisteria for 1337 lead. Holy cow, the fast solvers tonight. Tauntaun should take a bow. I agree. That section was amazing. And that went to the Orb 2 incentive. So I hear that's a bit of a monster. So everyone in the SudokuCon stream is a little bit nervous about that one. But you can get your donations in for a stream in which some of us, and I haven't thrown my hat in the ring, but maybe I will, try and solve our way through a devastatingly difficult puzzle pack called Orb 2. I'll be checking in on those donations as we go on. For this series, I am going to be my general rule is, hey, I'm solving a puzzle. I'm new. Like, let me solve it. But tonight, if you want to backseat me, you can backseat me with a donation to the charity. Feel free to tell me, hey, there needs to be a digit here, and or tell me, hey, this logic needs to get applied, and I'm happy to take those donations and those responses. I have the wrong Gattai, FYI. Well, okay, then I need the right Gattai, and I'm guessing I'm going to look into the Discord. Copy. Message link. We're doing it live. Control V. Nope, that was the wrong thing. Copy. Does it still work? Oh my goodness, this is even smaller, isn't it? I think this will work. You can tell me if this is unreadable. Do you see this clip roll? Yup. All right. Are we back live? We are so live. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Sorry about that. Apparently, I had the wrong Gattai. I will be solving this, which I am hoping is going to be visible. Please let me know if any of this is not legible. Thank you, World Beyond, for the lovely advice. Oh man, this is going to be a big one. So let's go get the rules real quick. This is by Clover. It's the November Gattai. So it's got 9x9s and 6x6s. I did see those. The 6x6s are mean minis. Oh no. So instead of using the digits 1 to 6, each 6x6 grid uses an unknown set of 6 digits from 1 to 9 inclusive. I'll have to figure out which digits go in which 6x6 grid. Great. And so it's great. And then there's also Kropke dots separated by, and which is digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits separated by a black dot are a 1 to 2 ratio. And not all digits are necessarily given. Awesome. So let's see. Surprise disjoint groups Gattai. Oh my goodness, no. Let's see. Where would I even start this? I'm actually thinking that. Oh no. So I'm gonna start because I like the ratio Kropke dots. This mean mini looks really interesting to me in that I'm pretty sure it has to have, there's a bunch of things I can tell from here. So because the numbers are still 1 through 9, if I see 3 Kropke dots in a row, I know that it has to be either 124 or 248. So the middle digit is 24. I like to put that in like that. It's a Clover puzzle, start at the top. You know, that's a fair point. There's no top left corner to look at, so I am starting here. And yeah, let's see. So this, and because a 2 or a 4, let me try and enunciate this properly. Whatever this has to have a 2 and a 4 on it, because it's either 124 or 248. So I have eliminated any other possibility for this other than 3-6. So this is definitely 3-6. Oh, that's super interesting because that means none of these can be 3 or 6. This actually has to be a 3-6. So this is, in fact, this is going to be a 1-8 here. And let's see here, because this is going to have to be 1, 2, and 4, 8 in some order. But that's a good place to start. Let's see what else we've got. So we do know that the 6 digits, we do know the 6 digits for this mean mini. So that's very helpful. Do I have anything else? I actually could have seen that from this right away, actually, now that I'm looking at it. And that's gonna overlap into here. But all I know about this is one of them is a 3-6 and one of them is this. This is a 1-8, and then these are 1, 2, 4, 8s. So, oh wait, but I now know that this is also a box. So I know that these 3 have to be the 6 digits. This actually means that these 2 cells and these 2 cells are the same. And I'm gonna come over here because I don't remember. Goodness, I'm gonna try and figure out how I'm gonna do that better. Let's see. I'm back on digits. Yeah. So, but this does mean this is a 579 here. 579. Those are green. Oh, because this is this way, this can't be a 2-4, actually. If this is a 2-4, then I would have a 1-8, which do not satisfy that black crop key. So this has to be a 1-8, and this has to be a 2-4. So this is either 8-4 or 1-2. Let's see here. I should probably think about this exact same thing, which means this is a 5-7-9, and then this and this is, let's say, there. That. So these are the same cells, which means, and they see each other. So these 4 cells are all different. That's interesting. Somehow. Oh, so this is a 5-7-9, which does mean that this is going to go. So the only way that this can possibly go upwards, can this go upwards? This can't go upwards, actually. That's interesting. Because if this went, oh, and this can't be a 9, can it? Is that something, or a 7? Oh, this has to be a 5. Sorry, let me try and enunciate. So this has to be 5 digits in a row. If this is a 9, this has to be a 7, and that doesn't work because I said that's 5-7-9. If this is a 7, that has to be a 5. So this has to be a 5, and then this has to be going down. So this is 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's see. That seemed useful. So I have 6-8 down here. Does that sound right? Yeah. Let's see. So 6-8 means this is 5 or 7 because it can't be a 9. And then so it could be 6-7-8 or 6-5-4 or 8-7-6. All right. Oh, but this is a 1, which means this is given. And so this is a 5 and this is a 5. And so these are going to be the same. So this is either a 1 or a 9. Interesting. But I don't quite yet know. Do I? No. Good to get early. All right. All right. 1 second. Let's see what else we have going on here. So this can't, so the 1 has to go up here. I don't know how that helps me yet. I am going to, I'm going to probably over pencil mark these. But I'll enjoy it while I can. Apologies. That's 4. That's a 4. Nothing useful yet. Oh, wait. This is a 6-8. So this actually has to be a 6-8. And I'm pretty sure I just put some more numbers over here into this box. Yes, I did. That's fun. So there's a 6-8 now over in here. I'm going to move the monitor over, and you can let me know if everything still looks roughly. Oh, wait, there's a 4 right there. Yeah. Don't stop solving. All right, so 6-8 is going to be centered by a 7 like that. Oh. No, I was about to say, oh, does this tell me that my 6-8 can't go in any of these? But this Sudoku only goes to here. So a 6-8 could be here. I'm kind of suspicious that it is going to go there, but we'll get there later. But this 6-8 here, no, the 6-8 can go up here now. Oh, but this does mean that this has to be a 7-9. So if this is a 7-9, this has to be a 6 or an 8. And so this 6 or an 8 has to be attached to a 5, 7, or 9. One of these has to be a 7, which is... So one of these... Oh, wait. No. This has to be this. So 7, 9. So this is this number here. That's useful. And this could still be 5, 7, or 9. Well, what else do we have to look for here? Oh, interesting. No, this is... I was about to say this is kind of interesting in... If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, actually, what would these have to be? They would have to be 6 and 8. Does that still work? Yeah, I think it does. Dang it. Yeah, that's still plausible. All right. Oh, but this isn't 6 or 8. This doesn't have a 6 or an 8 in it. That will... Hold the phone. This is actually pretty explosive. So it can't be 3, 6. It can't be 4, 8. So it can be 1, 2, or 4. Either way, there's a 2 in there. Okay. And that means there's a 1, 3, 4 up here. There's a 3 in there. Sorry, going to go back and read. We spent a non-zero amount of time trying to find a way to do mark cell on this. What's mark cell? And then, is it helpful that the 1, 2, 3, C4 of the top is an extra region? Possibly. 1, 2, 3, C3, 4. Like the fact that this is the same as this. I don't think that helps me immediately, but maybe I could look for it. All right, let's see here. Where to look next? Well, so I see this over here. I'm gonna take my eyes and put 1, 2, 4, 8. So these can't be the 3 or the 6. So there's a 3, 6 down here and a 1, 8. This can't be 1, actually. Oh, that's interesting. Can this be 2? Yes, it could be 2, 4, and then that could be 1 or 3. And every other number is totally fine. All right, then where do we go next? So this 1, 8 means this has to be a 1, 8. This has to be a 2, 4. And that means that this 2, 4 is actually that 2, 4. Okay. So if this is 6, 8, no, that's not useful yet. Oh, well, this is also interesting now that I'm seeing this, because there's also a 3 in here. So there's 2. Is this also going to be the exact same 6 digits? So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 in here. Yes. This is useful. This all being here means that these are the 4 digits. So once again, we're stuck with the 6 digits. So actually, this is 1, 2, 4. Oh, and because this is the same extra region, isn't it? Yes, it is. Um, all right, thinking. These two don't have a black dot, even though they could have a black dot. Which does mean that this has to be the 2. Well, it's not the 1. Let me stop myself before I make a mistake. Could this be 2, 4, 8? Yes. Or it could be 1, 2, 4, and this is 1, 2. Yes. Both of those things are true. All right. It could also be 4, 2, 1. All right. Well, we've got somewhere at least. So there's a 3 up here. There's a 6 and an 8 down here. That's 3 in the middle, 3 in the spotlight, indeed. Please, yes, please look at row 123 C893. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Yep, don't see it. Logan Wall 1001. Yes, backseating is annoying, but if you donate to the cause, I'm happy to deal with it. Let's see. We have the 2 4s up here. So, oh, well, coming down here, this is also 5, 7, and 9. We know that from here. This is a little bit more, this is oriented a little bit saner, so I don't get that extra region benefit here. Yeah, these 2 are here. I'm going to actually go ahead and mark that. Oh, so these are fun, right? This can't be 6 or 8, can it? Oh, this is so good. So because these dots are consecutive, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those can be consecutive with each other, but 6 and 8 don't have any of their consecutive numbers in this section of the puzzle. So there has to be a 6, 8 in these 3 cells, which aligns here to put a 6, 8 pair here. And I'm pretty sure this 6 can't go here. So this is my 8. I didn't get my first digit, but that's my first digit in a while, so I'm going to be super happy about it. So I get rid of the 4. All right, and I get a 1, 3 pair here. No, this doesn't work. Did I break something? I broke something. Because this 1, 3 can't go here now. What did I break? What did I break here? Oh, this is concerning. Did I fundamentally miss this whole puzzle up? Control Z. Well, wait a second. Why did I assume? I see where I made the mistake. I made the mistake over here in this section here. What am I thinking? That doesn't have to be like that. Okay, I'm going to redo this stuff. This is a 1-8. This is a 2-4. I had some good stuff here. This is a 2-4. This is a 2-4-8. This is a 1-2-4-8. There's a 3-6 here. But I do see what I did. I said, hey, this has to be, I kind of assumed this has to be 7-9, but this doesn't have to be. The 7-9 can go in here, actually. Oh my goodness. Gabrielle 8466, thank you so much for the gift subs. The 5 tier 1 gift subs. That's so kind of you. Oh, that's so awesome. Or Sudoku Clover, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Gabriel 8466, thank you for subbing with Prime. That's very kind. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of not used to the whole donation side of things because I don't turn that on my channel. But this is super cool. RC in the right RC5. Whoops. Let's see. I'm going to come back to this and take a look at that. RC R5 C7. I am in the right 9x9. This 9x9? Yes. Row 5 C7. C's a 3. Oh, it sure does. Thank you. All right. Well, that definitely probably was the right way. And that actually is going to force a bunch of stuff into here, like these 4 digits. So there is a 7 and a 9 in here. And it can't go in there. So this has to be the 7 and the 9. And what can go in here then? A 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 2, or a 2 and a 4. Interesting. Oh, it has to be 2-4. Okay, so this is interesting. It has to be 2-4 because somehow I need to have this sync up with another dot. So it has to have a 4 on it, and it has to have a 2. So this is 2-4. This is 4-8. Okay, there we go. And that's the 2. Sorry about breaking your puzzle like that, but I know you watch me, so I know you're used to it. This is going to be a 3-5. All right. Isn't it possible for that digit to be a 9? I am not sure what digit you're referring to. But yes, I feel like I have unlocked something in this puzzle now. So that's good news for me. Okay, so this 7-9 looks across here, which sees that box as a 9. I've got a 1-3. I've got a 2-4. So I'm missing 1, 3, and 5 down here. So I've got a 3-5 because I've got a 1 in this box. So this is the 1, this is the 3. And then I've got a 2-4 missing here. 2-4. And then I'm missing what? 5. 1-5 here. All right. In the bottom row of the 1. Okay. Did I get it? Wait, why was this 7 forced? Because it has to be between 2 digits. It couldn't go 8, 9, 8 because the 2 8s would see each other. If you're talking about this 7 here. All right. So this is good stuff. So a 9 is down here. What can this be here? So this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And yes, that's still totally fine. I'm going to come back down to here because I feel like I've got a lot to work with. So this is a 6, 7, 9. This 6, 7, 9 can be a 6, 7, or an 8. Oh, but I have to have 2 digits next to each other. So this has to be my 9, actually. Because I need to put a 6, 7 here, which does give me that this is my 8, this is my 7, and that's my 6. And then I have 2, 4, 9 left. 2, 4, 9. And I have 2, 4, 8 here. 2, 4, 8 here. 2, 4 there. All right. Whew. Yes, thank you for the sweat emotes. I'm going to probably be making some sweaty plays throughout this. So 6, 7, 9. I see that this is, well, that's not a 2 now. And then I'm missing 6 and 8. Also, since I'm missing 6 and 8, I know that this has to be odd. So 2, 6, 8. And then I shall put in the 4, 7, 9 up here. 4, 7, 9. So if this is 8, it has to be, well, it could be 8, 7. Oh, so interesting. This can't be a 2 or a 4. So that's useful. Oh, but I do get to know now what this isn't. So it's not 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's not 2, 4. So this is a 1, 3, 5. Woo, a 1, 3, 5. So the 1 has to get paired with a 2 because the 2 sees this. It has to be paired. So this is exactly a 2, 4, 6. A 2, 4, 6. Okay, so I see white dots and I see 3 even numbers. So this has to be my 4th even number, which is an 8. And this has to be a 7, 9. All right. So that leaves me with just 1, 3, 5 remaining. 1, 3, 5. And look at that. I get to repeat that exact same trick I just did. So that's the 2, 4, 6. And then this 1, 3, 5 also sees a 2, 4, 6. And yep, that's what I know about that. This can be a 1, 3, 5, or 7. So I'm going to come over here and take a look at this. I'm going to keep pencil marking in around the grid. Okay, so same thing I said. 2, 4, 6 sees this thing, so this has to be even, and it has to be the 8. Because if you have 2 white dots, they have to be 1 odd and 1 even. If you have 3, they have to be 2 odd, 1 even, or 2 even, 1 odd. So I can know because I've eliminated so many even digits, is how I like to think about that. So that's a 6 or an 8. So I've got 7, 8, 9. These are going to be 1, 3, 5s. So the 1, 3, 5s are going to be paired with, well, so this is 2, 4, or 6. But I don't know which order. So that's a little less useful. But I do know I have 3 even digits again. I know I have, I already have 4 odd digits there. Okay, let's look at this box. I have 3 odd, 2 even. Nope. Don't know anything useful about that yet. Oh, so this 8 does mean that this or this is an 8. Okay. So this can be 2, 4, or 6 at this point. 2, 4, or 6. Because we're back up into this one. And so if this is 8, this is a 7, 9. All right. In row 5, it has to be, one sec, let me. Row 5 has to be 1, 2, 3 in box 1. You're gonna have to, Nail, you're gonna have to tell me which row 5 I'm looking at. Oh, this row 5? Oh, I see. So 1 has to go somewhere on here. It has to be 1, 2, 3, and it has to be, got it. So because of this, if this is 1, 2, 3, both of those have to be 5s. So this is the 1, 2, 3. And this is the 4, 5, 6. And this is, in fact, a 5. That's a 1, 3. One of these is a 1. One of these is a 2. So that's a 2, 4 pair. All right. 1, 2, 3 gets rid of that being that. So that's a 5, 7. This can no longer be a 1. So does this this has to be going upwards now? Cool. Oh, and that 5 means this is not a 5. That's a 7, 6, 5. And then that's my 6 there. All right. And now I've got, oh, shoot. 1 second. Let me turn off enable, sorry. Where is it? Visual. Is it advanced? Sorry, I'm just trying. Oh, check pencil marks. Classic Sudoku. Back. There we go. All right. Cool. Let's keep going. So that is 9, 6, 7, 8, 5. This has to be a 4 now. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. So this has to be 2, 8, 9, 2, 8, 9. That 9 sees that's a 7. So that can still be a 6. All right. So the 9 has to be paired with an 8. The 2 can be paired with a 1, 3, and the 8 can be paired with a 7 or a 9. So I'm not going to fill that in. Oh, this has to be the 5, and this has to be the 2. I've got that. Let's see here. Gonna briefly check in here. Awesome. We've got 9, 7. So we're making some good progress. Oh, that's. Oh, so now we know what numbers aren't in here. So we do know that there's no 2, 4, or 6 in here. Oh, this is so powerful on this. Every single one of these has to have an 8 on it. Because as I just said, if you see a white dot, there has to be at least an odd and an even number. So there's an 8 there. Whoopsies. And there's an 8 there. So this is 7, 9. This is 7, 9. And then the other 7 is here. So this is 7, 8, 9. And then this is going to be a 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Ooh, and so this is going to rebound, isn't it? Yes. That whole thing about the colors is going to come back into here. So that looks like that. Oh, which tells me that this has to be my 8, doesn't it? Yes, I have to put an 8 somewhere in here, so it has to be that one. So that's my 8, that's my 8, that's my, nope, that's not a 7 necessarily, but it's definitely not an 8. All right, and this is a 1, 3, 5. But that repeats that this has to be a 2, 4, 6. Oh, and so that means this has to be, oh no, it could be the 7. Well, yes, it could. In fact, it has to have a 7 in it, doesn't it? There has to be a 7 here. There can't be a 9 here. Okay, so if I, because I need to have 1, 3, 5, 7 here. So actually, I'm going to just put 1, 3, 5, 7. Which means there's a 1, 3, 5, but most importantly, there is a 9 here in one of those two. All right, so that means because that 9's there, that's a 7, that's a 9, that's a 9, that's a 7. And then up here we have the 8 and 9 pair. Oh, and there's my 9 and there's my 8. So I have a 7 here, and this is a 1, 3, 5. And then I have anything else useful. Well, I have an 8 down here because of these 3 digits. So that's all my 8's done. I have a 9 up here. Ooh, is this going to start rebounding into this puzzle? So, so the 8 in this puzzle, going back a little bit, has to go in one of these. If it goes here, this has to be a 7 or a 9, and it can't. If it goes here, it sees that 8. So the 8 goes here. I will say, like, one of the reasons I really got into this is trying to like get better at explaining what I'm seeing while I'm solving it. So I really enjoyed that aspect of Sudoku, and very much am inspired by the people, the Mark and Simon who do Cracking the Cryptic as a result. So let's see. So this is no longer 4, 8. But it can be all of the other ones, can't it? So this can't be an 8, can't be a 2, so it's either a 4 or a 6. We'll come back to that. Oh, so this can't be a 5 because of that. Let's see here. What else do we got? Well, so there's a 1, 3, 5 there. That's less useful. Oh, there's no 2, 4, 6 here, but those are all black dots. So this has to be 1, 3, 8 exactly, because you can't put a 5, 7, 9 on a black dot. I feel like you keep like getting me halfway through a single one of these puzzles, and it's like, yeah, go on to the next thing. Which fine, I will. So there's a 6 here, there's a 4 here, and there's a 2 here. 2, 4, 6. Yep, that scans pretty well. So there's no 2, 4, 6 here. So this again has to be 1, 3, 8, and this has to be 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. All right, so I have 2 more of these. So one of them has to be 1, 2, and the other has to be 3, 4. Because again, I need to have an odd digit, and I've used 3 of them up. So I have to use 1 and 3. If I use a 1, I have to use a 2. If I use a 3 and I don't have a 2, I have to use a 4. So now I've got 6 and 8 up here. Oh, and that 8 sees this, so that's a 6. So that's an 8. And this 6 is paired with either a 5 or a 7. Let's see. So that 6 is not paired with that. So that's a 2 or a 4. And that's no longer... Oh, that could still be a 5. What am I talking about? So this is no longer 2-4 or 3-6. So it's either 1-2 or 4-8, and it's not 4-8. So this is the only thing this can be now. This over here in the corner has to be a 1-2. Because if it was a 2-4, this is broken. If it's a 3-6, that breaks it. If it's a 4-8, that breaks it. So this is exactly 1-2. That's a 4. That's no longer a 1. And those are still fine. I've used up all my, so I have 3, 5, 7, 9 here. Oh, this is 1, 3, 8. This has to be 2, 4, 6 again. So 4 and 6 are down here. Let's see. So this has to have, can't have an 8. So it can't have a 9. Oh, wait. Does it have to have a 7? No, a 7 can go here. One of these is a 7. Let's see here. So this is no longer 4-8, but it could still be 3-6, 1-2, or 2-4. All right, that's less useful. 2, 4, 6. So this has to be odd. Also not useful yet. Let's see. Okay, so we were talking about this. So 2, 4, and 6 have to be in here, but I don't know yet where. Like I feel like that's not yet ready to start. I am fascinated by how Twitch emotes apparently follow the sun of your stream. That's very interesting. 2, 4, and 6. So if this is 1, 2, there's a 4 here. Is that what I'm getting at? Yeah. Well, I think I knew that. Squish one is for viewers in a super high gravity environment. Oh boy. Are viewers from Jupiter? Yeah, okay. You beat me to it. All right. Let's see here. So there's an 8 in one of these two. That's useful. That's useful, maybe. Oh, that is super useful. These all have to be odd. Okay. Let's think about that. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. This cannot be 9. Well, less useful. So we have 4 odd numbers here. So there's only one odd number here. There's 2 even numbers. 1 even number. Okay, nope. Let's think about this a different way. I will say I do not I know a little bit about astronomy, not enough to understand the 1870 arid references. Let's come back here. Maybe. Am I missing anything up here that's useful? Oh, this can't be an 8 anymore. That is useful. So this is a 1-3 or a 2-4. Yes. Yes. Okay. Not quite as useful as I was hoping. Oh, wait. This gives me this. Oh, there we go. Way back here. This is a 7-9, and I'm pretty sure if I said this was a 7-9, yeah, I get a 7-9 here. So that becomes a 4. That's not a 4, so this has to be a 4. Oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. This has to be a 4 now. All right. Let's do some work here. So we've got not a 4. This is a 2 or a 6. And so this is, if this is a 6, this is a 3. This is not a 4, so this can't be a 2. Oh, yeah, if you're tuning in from 1870, we wouldn't be using, everything would be monochromatic. Got it. Karen, that is way more highbrow and intellectual than I'm used to. I'm pretty sure if I was making that same joke, it would be that one planet from Dragon Ball Z. I think, man, was it Namek that had the super high gravity? I know they always trained in super high gravity. Yeah, you can. There's the caliber you should expect from me. Oh, this 4 sees this 4, and it's part of the same grid. So yeah, that still works fine. Hey, Ollie. This is not 7 or 9. So this is a 6-8, and this is a 7-9 pair. Whoops, no, that's not. Why is it still on? Why are my pencil marks? Check pencil marks off. There we go. Back. Okay, so 6-8. Actually, this can't be an 8. This has to be a 6 and a 5. Oh, that's very powerful, I think. So we're missing what here? This can't be an 8. This is a 6, can't be 4. So this has to be a 4, and it can't be with a 5. So this is a 3-4. So my 8 goes right here. Yes, it does. And so that puts an 8 right there, which is fine. And that puts a what down here? A 1, it looks like? All right, so a 1 is up here and not there. Oh, and so this has got a 1 on it. That goes with the 2. We're funny. I did see the Martian movie. I loved The Martian. Oh, it's by the Martian is by the same author. That's great. I had a great time with that movie. So, oh, this 4 also sees this 4. Clover, looking at this grid, sometimes I forget what puzzles can influence each other. All right, so that's a 4. Oh, that 4 sees that 4, sees that 2, 1, 3. So this one puts a 1 here, and I think I'm going to trust my pencil mark to say that's a 9, which gives me a 9 and a 9 there. What can you do for me? No, this is just me. This is my very small version of looking at that quadruple puzzle Tantan had to solve. Tantan. So yeah, this is not a. That's a 3-5. That's a 7 there. This is a 3-5. Oh, so that's a 7. Sorry, not sorry. You should never be sorry. These puzzles are great. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. All right. All right. So 1, 8. So this is either 2, 4, which will be nope, 2, 4, or a 3, 6. Sure. Oh, but that's not a 3, so that's not a 6. Yeah, that seems right. All right. Let's go take a look down here. I think I got all my 9s in there, all my 8s in there. I didn't quite get all my 7s. I've got a lot of 1s to work on. Did any of this help me up here? So this 6 puts a 6 in one of those two, though, now, which means that's a 7 and that's a 6, which puts a 7 in one of those two now. Does that do anything else for me? Oh, so this is not a 4, so there's a 4 in one of those two. Yup. And let's see. Wait, that 9 sees this. This is a 7. So that's a 2 or a 9 from up there, which means that's a 2, 6, 9. Will there be a list of the puzzles from the SudokuCon? By that, do you mean this live stream that we're doing, Shag48? Sudoku Clover is the person who would know that answer, and she says yes. Awesome. All right, so this 7 goes up and sees that's not a 7, that's a 9. So I'm going to get to do some backtracking here. So that's a 2. So that's an 8. So those aren't 9s. Those aren't 8s. That's not a 4. And what is this? This has to be a 6 down, so that's a 2, and that's a 1. So that's a 3, and that's a 1. And that means that's a 9, and that's a 9. So I'll resolve this deadly pattern once I resolve this from up here. Okay, somehow. We'll get back to it, though. We'll get back to it. We've got the time. So this can't be a 2, 4. So these are a 2, 4, but it's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 3. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So, oh, this is 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. That's not a 5, that's not a 7. And that means I've got 5, 7, 9. I'm missing 1, 3, 6. 1, 3, 6. I don't see any way of solving that at this point. And this Gattai will be interesting on mobile. Let me tell you, this Gattai is interesting to solve on stream. That's my takeaway. we've done some very clever things to try and get this large enough to see on stream, including building an iframe that blows the size up enough that it's viewable. So shout out to my tech crew, Worpion and Glipperol, for figuring this all out. 2 sees this is not a 2. That's a 6. That's a 3. And that sees that's a 5. That's a 3, 5. So that's a 1, 3 down there. 3, 5 sees that's a 3. So this is becomes a 5, 7. It's not a 5. That's a 1, 3. 1, 3. So this is not a 1 or a 3. That's a 5 or a 7. And either way, it has to be paired with the 6. So there's the 2. All right. We're getting there. This 1, 3 pair sees that 5, 7. So this has to be the 5 now. 7. And I think we're left with a bit of a deadly... Maybe not? No, we are. Yes, I think that is a pattern that is deadly. It's 1 a.m. part 2. Happy daylight savings time, or condolences. It's daylight savings time. Yeah, I have 45 more minutes on this. Oh boy, let's push through. I can do this. I believe. So we've got 5, 7, 8. I'm missing 6, 1, 3. I'm missing 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 9. But this can't be a 4. That can't be a 2. Yeah, 2 has to go there. This has to be either a 7 or a 9. Yup. Great. What am I missing from this? I'm missing a 5, 7, 9. All right. And the 5 I've got doesn't help me there. Oh, but I said here. Now I'm remembering. There's an 8. It has to be paired with a 7, 9. So that's a 5 there. All right. Ollie Mabe, thank you for the good vibes. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for staying up with me and solving and helping me cheer me on while I solve this puzzle. I'm having a blast. Oh, that 9 there sees that's a 7, and that is in the right box. Okay, so there we go. So this is now 187 or 178. And what are we left with? We're left with a 5, a 6, and a 4. Really? Well, so that's the 5. No, we're not left with that. We are left with a 5, which is that, because we've got, but I'm missing a 2, which is there, and this is a 6. All right, so that 2 gets rid of that 2 and that 1, and it gets rid of that. So that's a 1, 3. That 4 sees that's a 6, 4. That 4 sees that's a 9, 4. This 9 sees that this must be an 8, 7. 7, 8. Surely I've solved this. Yes, that's a 4, that's a 3. That's a 9, that's a 7 now. Feel like that's probably been there for a while. That's a 3. That's a 1. That's a 6. This is a 9, 7, 5, 2, 1, 9, 8. All right, I think we have solved this box here. Nell, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the congratulations. Get some good sleep. This, Sven, this is Sudoku Pad. This is your thing. You built this. We've got it in an iframe, so it's even remotely visible on stream. Let's see. Do I have anything more here? No. Does this give me anything more up here? I don't think so. I think I truck forward. All right. If I must. Let's try and go backwards a little bit. I feel like I might have missed something this way. Okay, so I've got it. Yeah, there's a 9. I was like, I don't have a triple here, so something is wrong. 7, 6, 7, 6, 2. I had a 2 and a 9 filled in. And then these aren't going to get disambiguated until I solve more of this puzzle. And this puzzle, I've got a 1, 5 and a 6, 8 there. I'm realizing that puzzles only have limited communication to each other, so I should be able to solve this somehow. So maybe I just need to think harder. Yes, I just need to think harder. But where do I think harder at? Well, let's see what this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this can't be 5 because then this would have to go up to 6. So this is also, well, this is 2, 3, 4. Which could be, and these have to be low still. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This still has to be that. And that means if this is either 2 or, so this has to be down here. So this is either a 1 or a 3. There we go. Because this has to find its way down here. So this is either a 2 or a 4. Which means that this is either a 3 or a 5, right? No, it could still be a 1. Sure. Where do I think harder at? Yeah, Sven, if you need how I did this, it was basically put into an iframe that was way too large, and then we used the scroll bars to move around in it. As far as how this puzzle got in here, you'd probably have to ask Clover that one. 6, 8, 7, 9 pairs in the 6x6 are solved. If you understand the rules right. Oh, yes, you do. That is 9, 7. That is 8, 6. That's 100% accurate. Thank you so much. So this 7 puts a 7 up here. This 6 puts a 6 up here. This 8 puts an 8 up here. Oh, wait. This is 2, 4. I don't. So that has to be 1, 3. Anyways, this has got to be 7, 8. This has to be 6, 9. There we go. So no, it can't be 6, 9. Sorry, has to be 6, 5, 5, 6. All right. Oh, this can't be a 3, so it's either a 1 or a 5. Oh, but either way, we had to have a 3. So that's got to be a 3. That's got to be a 1. That's super handy. And there's a 3 there. So that 3 saw across. Oh, and this same thing happens with this 7. There has to be a 7 here. 7, 7, 9. So there's a 1 here, and there's a 9 here. I don't know where yet. If so, this sees this, which means this can't be a 2, 4. Can this be a 3? Oh, wait. That does help me. So this is not a 1 or a 3. This is a 2 or 4. So this is a 1 or an 8, actually, coming back up here. If it's bad, blame Philip. Yep. All right. But the 2, 4 does get that all eliminated nicely. 2, 4, 1, 8. Okay, so this 2, 4 can't match to 2, 4. It has to be a different 1, 8. So this is a 1, 8. All right, so this is the 3, 6. Is that right? That's reasonable math? Because that's what this was. So that's a 3 or a 6. Okay. 2, 4. 2, 4. So there's no more 2s or 4s in this thing. So this is 1, 8 or 3. Ooh, so this is 1, 8. And this is 3, 6. All right. And I don't know. This 1, 8 and this 1. This 1, 8, this 1, 8, this 1, 8. Okay. So that's that 1, 8, which is that 1, 8. Which is now one of those two. Okay. Well, so this is not 2, 4. So this doesn't have a 2, 4 on it, which means it has to be the 3, 6. This has to be a 1, 8. This has to be a 2, 4. Yeah. That's my fault, Johnny boy. I was the one who said that I like tall buildings. So yeah, I was the one who put the skyscraper clue in there, and I do apologize. Have fun. It'll probably be a blast. Wait a second. I think I just said something really important here. 1, 8. This 1, 8 has to be this 1, 8, which then has to be this 1, 8, which is this 1, 8. And so I have to have a 1, 8 here and a 1, 8 here. If I put a 1, 8 here, I can't put a 1, 8 in this green. So the 1, 8s go there. I don't know if that's how I was supposed to solve this, but I will. I'll take it. So I've got a 3, 6 and a... So this 3, 6 is going to go here. And so it's going to have to go here with another 3, 6. There's a 3, 6 there. There's a 2, 4 there. And I'm missing a 1, 8 here, and a 2, 4 here, and a 1, 8 here. And let's see, what else am I missing? I'm missing 2, 4s there. And this has to be my 2, 4, and this has to be my 1, 8. Great. So we've solved that, other than we just need to like crack one thing open. Can I crack anything open? Seven, 8, 9. No. So this is either a 2, 4 or a... Oh, it's not a 6. So this is a 2, 4 pair. because it's not a 6, which does mean that's a 3. Okay, so that breaks a little bit open. Let's take the break we get and be happy. And I said that that's a 3, that's a 6, that's a 3, that's a 6. That's a 6, that's a 6, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 6. All right. I like to think that we've all gotten a little bit more confident in our Sudoku solving over time, Clover, and you especially. Okay. 3, 3, 3. So I've got a 2, 4, a 1, 8, a 7, 9. Oh, that's 6. That 6 is super useful. That's a 5. That's a 6. There's a 5 along here. All right. And then we're going to continue forward somehow. 7, 8 up here. We've got a 2, 4. Actually, this is a 1, 5 now that I'm looking at it. Okay. And then we've got 2, 4, and what? What number are we missing? 1, 5, 3, 7, 9. So this has to be a 9. 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 5. Oh, that 3 is seeing this is a 5, 3. All right. And that's seeing that this is the 9, and that's the 8, and that's the 1. So that 1 tells me that's a 1, 2, 4, 8. Let's see here. That 4 gives me that's a 2, that's a 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. That 4 over here sees that's a 2, 1, 5. That 9 sees that's a 4, 9. And then we've got a 1. And what am I missing in here? 5. Okay, so that was a flurry of activity. I'm missing 2, 6, 8 in the middle. So that's the 8 because I see the 2 and the 6 up there. So I'm missing a 2 and a 6 here. 2, 6. Do I have an 8? Not yet. So what else do we have going on? We have 1, 3, 4 down here. So that's my 3. That's my 4. That's my 1. I'm missing 5, 7, 9 here. So that's my 7. And then I think I have a 5, 9 pair. All right. I will say if you were looking for feature requests, I would say a zoom would be useful. Ooh, 7, 8. So I have 3 digits here, and they have to have a 7 and an 8 in them, and a 9. So that has to be my 9. That has to be my 7. That has to be my 8. Okay. That 9 gives me this 5, this 9. Then I have what left? That's not a 5. Whoop. That's not a 5. That's not a 5. So I'm missing 1 and 4. No. Yes. Yes. 4, 1. There we go. 2, 2, 4. And then this should have given me 2, 2, 4, 2, 4. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We've got a 5 and a 1 left. 1, 5. I see that's the 1 and that's the 5. And then that's the 5. That's my 6, 8. But this is going to be my 6, 2, 6, 8, 8, 6. All right. This puzzle is done. We're getting there. We're getting there. 1, 8. 1, 2, 8, 4, 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4. All right. We have now solved 1, 2, 3, 4, and most of 5 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. Well, I need to pick up the pace then. Let's see here. This has to be a 2, and this is a 1, 4 pair. Sorry, because we've got 3 Kropke dots like that. And then, oh, there's a 3 over here, and a 5, 7, and 9. Okay, so we have 4 digits together, which have to be higher than a 4. So it can be 5, 5, 8, or 6, 9. So this can't be the 1. This has to be a that. So this is either a 3 or a 5. Oh, but it can't be a 3. So that's a 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 5 or a 9 here. I do know that much. Because it's either 5 through 8 or 6 through 9. That is here. So if this is a 5, this has a 9 on it, and that's a 7. If this is a 9, this has a 5 on it, and that's a 7. That's a 7. One of these is a 7. Yes. I just don't know which way around. And that's the only digit like that I know. Okay, cool. So one of these is a 7. This is also 2, 4. Oh, this is a 4 now. Oh, that's super clever. Okay, so this is a 4. So this is a 2, 8. Because these see each other. Could have seen that up front. 2, 4, 8. So my other evens are in there, which is going to be 6 and 8. So because it's 6 and 8, I'm missing 1 and 3 for sure. So there's a 1 and a 3 in there. That's not a 1. That's not a 3. And the other digit is either, well, it's any of them. It can be any of them. But they're all odd, so that's fun. 2, this has to be a 3 or a 5. This has to be a 3 or a 7, 9. Okay. Oh, but I've already used up all of my even digits there. So this has to be a 5, 6, or 7 with definitely having a 6 in it. So there's a 1 here, exactly. Okay, interesting. And this can be whatever other even digit we need. Can this be a 2 if this is a 3? Yes, because this could still be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. Oh, but this can't be a 1 for that same, like if this is a 1, this is a 2, and that's a 2. One of these is going to have an 8 on it. One of them is going to have a 6 on it. Okay. Think, think, think. Don't get bogged down. 2, 8. So this is either 6, 9 or 5, 8. So either way, there's a 1 up here. There's no 5, 9. There's a 6 and 8, and then a 4. A 4. Okay. There's not a 4 there. There's a 4 in here. There's a 4 down there. There's a 2 down here. Maybe this is interesting. Like, there's a 2 and a 4 somewhere in there. Like this is kind of making me think of a Fistomathel ring thing where we've got 3 sets of 2 and 4, so they all have to go in the corners. Maybe it's not a clone view. I don't think it's a clone view, Sven. There's a 4 in there. All right, what do we know about this? These are these. Let's see here. Maybe in the future. Okay. Oh, so there's a 3 here. There's definitely a 3 there. I think I kind of want to solve this way. I'm kind of suspicious that I should solve this way. I was getting good progress here. So let's come back to this. I think I need to look over here, but I do need to solve clockwise. I think clockwise might be a better solve path for me. So I need to put this. Can this still be 3, 6? Yes. Do I know which way around this goes? Oh, there's a 5. So that's a 7. So I'm missing what? 3 and 9? 3, 9. 3, 9. Okay. There's a 7 over here. Is the puzzle more blurry than the overlay? That just might be because it's kind of small. Let me know if anyone on tech can tell me if there's something I can do to improve. But yes, I know that I am. Oh, interesting. Whatever goes in here, maybe this is something to think about, has to be 6 digits in a row. All right, so and then 2 of them have to be. So this could be like, shoot. Oh, like make the iframe bigger? Sure. All right. gonna add. It'll save my solve, right? No, please. Yes. All right. Does this look better? All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. And thank you, Tech. Thanks for that clip roll. All right. Where was I even? I was here. I was thinking about this. This is 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. Which means this is either 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8. Which means this is 3, 4, 5 or 5, 6, 7. All right, interesting. So this has some limits. This can't be 7. That's it. This can't be 7. That's it. Neither of those being 7 does mean that this can't be 8. This can't be 8. I think that does give me at least some little bit of wiggle room. Let me think about this more. So we've got, if this was 8, 7, 6. Yeah, so I don't think either of these could be 6 now. Yep. I think that's the impact of that. So 8, 7, 6, 5. But this can be 5 going up, like 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. If this is 2, this is a 4, and that's a 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. Yeah, I really do need to think about this. This seems like something where if I think about this enough, it'll become solved. So if this was 1, 2, this would have to be 4, but this would be 5. So that doesn't work. 2, 3, 6. Is that how it goes? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That seems totally fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doesn't work. 4, 5 doesn't work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doesn't work. So this is, it has to be this. It has to be exactly 2, 7, 3, 6, 3, 6, and then 4, 5. Let me make sure I did that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5. No. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Okay. So we do know what this is. We do know what numbers are down here. Okay. So that's super useful for up here, because now I know what I am missing is a 1, 8, and 9. 1, 8, and 9. Okay. And if I'm missing a 9, that's a 3, that's a 9. And so what am I missing here? 1, so this is a 5, 7, so that's my 7, and that's my 5. All right. Ubinam Rosarium, I'm so happy I was able to help out. I get this fixed. Sorry for it the taking as long as it did. Um, so 1, 8, and 9. If this cannot be a 9 actually, so this has to be a 9, and this has to have a 2, which means this can't be the 1 or 2. So this has to be the 3 or 4, and that has to be the 1 or 2, and then 7 or 9 here. Okay, 2, 7, or 9 can live with that. This cannot be the 3. Um, 1, 5, 7, 9, 2, 7, 9. I feel like I've got a quintuple here, and I'm missing a 6. Yeah, I'm missing a 6. Oh, and I've got a 7 up there. So this is 2, 9. So this is not 9. Okay. Yep. All is looking reasonable now. And we've got 1, 3, 8, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So 9. So I'm missing 4 and 5. So that's my 5. That's my 4. Oh boy. And I'm missing a 3 and an 8. Okay. I've got 6, 8 here. So this is 1, 2, or that's got a 2 in it. That's not a 9 anymore. And what do we got down here? Well, let's see what else we've got. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So I'm missing 4, 6, 4, 6, 8, 9. So this is my 4, 6. This is my 8, 9. The 8, 9 is going to give me this 3, which is going to rebound so nicely up here. Oh, this is great. So that 3 tells me that's a 1, that's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 3, that's a 1. And now I've solved that section of puzzle. Oh, and this 1 tells me that that's not a 1. This 1 tells me that's a 2, that's a 1. All right. We're moving. Let's see here. Kodra finishing Gattai stream later? Yeah. I was about to say, I know that I am running low on time. I think I have 10 minutes left, so I will call it as soon as I get there. But we'll see if we can at least get halfway. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. I'm really honored. So this is not a 6. This is not a 2. It's a 3, 4. Oh, there's definitely a 3 here, though. So that's not a 2 either. There's a 2 in there. Oh, there's not a 1 here. Oh, so there's a 1 here. Let's see here. Oh, so that 2 shows me that's a 1, that's a 2. We have, what are we missing? So we need a 3 here. This is 3, 4, 5. That would work. So what can this be? That Can it be a 1? No, it can't be a 1. Okay, so one of those is a 1. Thank you so much, everyone. You're so kind. 4, 5, 6 seems fine. 4, 3, 2. No, that doesn't work. So this could be 3 or 4. Can it be? It can't be a 5. Could it be a 6? 6, 5, 4 seems totally fine. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. Other than there's a 3 here because of that rule I mentioned earlier. There's not a 3 there. Oh, and this 3 means this is my 3. Okay. Also, there's a 6 on here because of this one. Okay, that's actually a lot more powerful. So there's not a 4 there. There's a 5, 6, or 7. So there's a 6 up there. Actually, I should have known that, but there's no 6 there. There's no 3 there. There is a 4 in one of these two. 2, 4, and so this has to be 5 or 7. So interesting. Oh, this has to have a 4 in it. I just established. So that's the 6. That's the 4. There's a 2, a 4, a 6. This has to have an 8 in it. So that's a 7, 8, and that's a 9. That's an 8. That's not got a 7 in it now. So this is a 5, 5, 7. All right. 2, 4, 5, 1. I'm missing a 3 there. So that's not a 3. So that's not a 6. 5 minutes to go. Let's see if I can finish this off. 3, 7. I'm missing 1, 5, 9. 4, 5. All right. 2, 4, 1, 8. 3, 6. Let's see here. 8. 1, 2, 8, 9. Nope, that doesn't tell me. I was about to say, does this 9 give me anything? But that doesn't seem like it is. But let's come down here. Oh, this 6, 7 gives me that this is a 2, 3, 4. Let's scroll over. 5, 6, 7, 3, 6. So that tells me that, oh, this is the 7. Always has been. So I've got a 4, 5 here, and so it's 5, 4. Let's see if I can't figure something else out with that. Oh, that 4 means that's a 5, right? Yes. Did I just do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's a 6. There has to be a 4 in here. There has to be this has to be 4, 5. That's the 5. That's the 4. That's the 5. That's the 7. That's a 2, 4. This is a 7 here, and we're missing a 2, 6 here. 2, 6. But notably, this 5 here tells me something important. This is a 7. And this is a 1, so this is no longer a 1. This is a 2-4 pair. All right. And so this is 3-5. 3-5. That's less useful. This is no longer a 7. That's a 1. So what numbers am I missing? I'm missing 6-8 here somehow. Um, 4, 3. Okay. Feel like with this, I should be able to solve this whole thing because I've got all the information that I can possibly get into here. But I think I'm about to run out of time. Let's see here. 5, 7, 3, 1. I'm missing the 9, which is somewhere here. This can no longer. So this is 3, 6, 8. Let's put in 3, 6, 8 here. Now that I know it's that. If this is, oh, it's not an 8. Well, that's great. This 8 means this is a 1, 8, and this is a 3, 6 pair. So if this is a 3, this is a 4, and this is a 5. If this is a 6, this is not a 7. So this is a 5 or this is a 4. Because if this was a 6, 7, 8, it would go there. But this 4, 5 is pointing down there. Whoops, Control Z. That's a 4. And I'm missing one digit here, which is going to be a 7. And so what am I missing here? I'm missing 2, 9, and 6. All right, I've got a 7. 2, 4, 1, 8. So this can no longer be a 1. So a 5, 9. This has to be my 6, right? Yeah, that has to be a 6. All right. Yep. Well, thank you, everyone. It is midnight my time. I am happy to have gotten this far. Thank you, everyone, for hanging in there with me. And I think we need to go on break while we get the next crew ready. It's gonna be a really fun solve of the pair doku that Philip and Clover set earlier. Uh, or no. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Have a great one.